CEO of ArtSmiley here, and I have with Aruna Alam. She is a co-founder of ArtSmiley as well. So both are here. The purpose of today's session is mainly to introduce the artists who are participating in Old Art Dubai 2021 exhibition, which is going to start from 7th to 10th of April for 4 days in World Trade Center, Dubai. And we have from ArtSmiley, we have 15 artists from 7 countries will be exhibiting their works in the session during those 4 days. So today's session will be briefly into 4 parts. One is an introduction, of ArtSmiley and the products and services we offer, and also we talk about the curator with us, ArtSmiley, about Mr. Vikash, and then we go into the artist section. We introduce each of the artists, and then they talk about themselves and their artworks. So this is how we're going to go today. So as once again, for those who are joining, just the purpose of the session is today is to pre-launch or introduce artists who are exhibiting at DoubleTree by Hilton, sorry, at World Art Dubai in World Trade Center. It's as you all know, see here, this is happening, World Art Dubai happening between 7th and 10th of April 2021, and ArtSmiley participating in this event, and we have 15 artists from over 7 countries, and ArtSmiley booth number is C04, and we are at Hall 2, very close to the entrance of the Hall 2. Okay, so let's go into the session today, and we just briefly talk about ArtSmiley. Okay, I mean, a lot of you know already about ArtSmiley, but it's always useful for the people who are watching us on live, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, or in other social media. And those people who don't know about ArtSmiley, it's an opportunity for them to learn and to understand what we are doing. So just briefly to introduce, we've been into the market almost 4 years in the market in UAE. We are operating from Dubai. And what is ArtSmiley? ArtSmiley is a platform, an online platform that connects artists with potential buyers. And we do both online and offline, but all the artists have their, a great way to expose themselves to the rest of the world is through this platform. And we do all our marketing to bring the potential buyers into the platform and connect them with them. This is happening both online and offline. Okay, so in a nutshell, to say we are like an Amazon for artworks. So just an easy way, we are an e-commerce platform. Okay, where we have multi-sided platform. It is connecting both artists and art buyers, and basically we're encouraging artists to come into our platform to showcase their work, and the buyers to buy their favorite choice and artwork from through our platform. So what is our mission for ArtSmiley? Our mission, as one of the key reasons we started ArtSmiley is to support these young and upcoming artists and talented artists around the world who are here. But they never got a chance to expose themselves. So this is where ArtSmiley is coming in. And our main mission is to make art more affordable and accessible to all communities. Like, we want to reach and we want to democratize art and reach them to every home and every collector, every art enthusiast. And this way we will able to provide a viable career to artists. And a lot of the people leave art as a profession mainly because they couldn't have a viable career like that can generate some income. And it's a lot of them do for a passion, but at the same time, it's important that they live with art as a full-time profession. That means they need earning money, and self-paintings is also an important aspect. So, and we want to, stop people leaving art as a profession, full-time career to part-time career. So this is where we are coming in to support them and make them a viable career. So this is where our mission is all about. Okay. So what we provide, what are the services we offer to our clients? As I mentioned, we have online platform where buyers can buy and artworks through online, and artists can upload their artworks and showcase to the world. But in terms of the services, what we offer both on online and offline, they are actually, those are the 5 categories we mentioned here. We sell original artworks, and that's the main element of ArtSmiley. Is we sell all kinds of contemporary artwork and sculptures. This is the main part. What we also do, we also sell replicas for original artworks, especially if you're looking an expensive piece, you are not able to afford this kind of expensive pieces or collector's pieces, we will offer them in prints. These are limited edition art prints, and that can be easily affordable to many of the people. We also provide an interesting tool called art rentals. This is especially for the hotels and the corporate sectors, where they want to see a new ambience and provide a new ambience to their clients. And this will be a great tool where they can rent a piece of art and change it on a, it's like a renewal premium basis, and every few months they can able to rotate the artworks, and they give a new ambience to their clients. So it's a new tool into the market. And we also do a lot of private commissionings. This is mainly, people want to have their portraits to be made or something very close to their heart. They have some ideas and suit to their interiors or wall decor. They want some specific paintings. We can also do on all kinds of commissioning. It can be realistic or portraits, or it's abstract, anything. We can able to make it on a private commissions as well. And the last but not the least, we also provide art consulting services. This is through our partners. Mainly this is, somebody have a property or a villa, who's having interior selection. We support and work with the interior companies that can resemble the interiors. We provide the kind of artwork that suits their needs. Basically, we work from selection of colors and textures, everything until the installation of the artwork on their wall. So it's end-to-end complete services. So these are our main services what we offer through ArtSmiley. Okay, so let's talk about who is in our team actually. As I mentioned, myself and Aruna, we both are the co-founders. We look after all the operations of the business. But we also have Mr. Vikash Kumar. He is our art consultant and curator based out in Delhi. And he has plenty of experience, a very highly reputed person in the art industry. And he holds a master's degree in arts and aesthetics with over 12 years of experience working with the national and international galleries, museums, and art schools. And he especially curated many shows and exhibitions across India and outside India as well. And in the past, he worked as a faculty of Academy of Rivera, Milan, and also with Delhi University. Currently, he's a director in FICCI, India as well. So he's been an iconic player playing his role in the art industry, and he's been supporting many of the talented artists from across the world through his curations or through his exhibitions curated by him. So I think he's joining us today. Welcome, Vikash, and thank you for once again being with us today here. Okay, so he will be giving his any comments or anything he want to share during the exhibition, during this online show. Okay, let's go to our now our main part of the show today, or the session today. Will be introducing our artists and talk about their artworks. So as I mentioned earlier, in World Art Dubai 2021 session, ArtSmiley have representing 15 artists, and they're all from different countries. They are from 7 different countries. Okay, so let's go to our first artist, Miss Renata Atancio. She was born in and raised from south of Brazil. Renata always had a link with the design and arts. The studies and professional life in architecture were the base that allowed her not to be afraid of a white paper or canvas. With the migration from architecture to painting, the lines and the view of space got transported from the physical world to the unlimited expressions allowed in a canvas. Living in 3 continents and traveled in many countries has also contributed to the diverse expression in her work. As she currently living in Saudi, and she's participating with us in World Art Dubai, And I welcome Renata into this session. Please, Renata, talk about yourself and introduce your artworks also, which you are showcasing at Olda Dubai 2021.
Hi, thank you, Lord. Hello, everyone. My name is Renata Tanasio, and it's a great pleasure to be here today to share a bit of who I am and my work, my view of art. I was born and raised in Brazil, and since the last 7 years, I've been living away from my country. And in these 7 years, 5+ in Paris and the rest in the Eastern province in Saudi Arabia. Art was always present in my life since I was a child. My family is made of engineers and brother, sister, and parents. And the square lines of engineers were not too attractive to me. So I decided to go towards architecture, as it allowed me to exercise creation. I worked several years as architect, and I decided to finally assume my identity and dedicate my life as a professional artist 1 year ago. A part of it came from a personal renaissance that I experienced in Paris, immersed in a rich cultural environment. It was the missing incentive. I can't think my artist version without my architect version. Architecture was taught me how to be fearless of a white page, or now a canvas. Today, my approach of creating has a lot to do with the way I used to sketch my projects. I like to start by thinking of the purpose of my works, then carefully plan them, freehand sketch and redo until I have the click that connects with the purpose. Only then I can start mixing color or drafting the lines in the canvas. I love to observe the lights and the way it washes the faces and objects, and passing this to my paintings. In this piece that I brought to the World Art Dubai 2021, I had a purpose and a connection. Being in Saudi allowed me to have a real view of what Saudi is made of. The Saudi boy brings the face of the working class, exposed to the sun and protected by this scarf. This scarf is the Saudi stamp, and its volume and lights were super challenging to be reproduced. This painting is part of a collection that I called the Key Holders. It's composed of 5 paintings with different regions of the globe. And the collection's objective was portray the next generation through the faces and the regional symbols. The Saudi boy is one of these. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, ArtSmiley, for having me here.
Thank you, Renata. It's a great way you described your artwork. It's a reflection of a Saudi boy. It's beautifully done. And I also see that you're inspiring from Diego. I think some oil and gas artwork behind. Maybe next time, from bringing the culture, Saudi oil and gas plays a big role. Maybe it can be that is also a nice works to showcase.
Yes, for sure. It will be a pleasure.
Thank you. So this is the work. Thank you very much. Pleasure. So this is the artwork Renata is going to showcase at World Art Dubai 2021, and it's a Saudi boy, and the scarf it represents the culture and the symbol of Saudi, and it's protecting from the sun and protecting from the sand. It's another way to see it, and it's a beautiful work. Thanks, Renata.
Thank you too.
Okay. So we are introducing our next artist, Ajit Gadekar. He's been continuously working with ArtSmiley since last few exhibitions, and just as a profession, he's a pediatrician, and painting is hobby. The beauty, and even he mainly works on the nature, and as he explains, the beauty of nature is mesmerizing and makes you forget work stress. And this happens, I know with him, everything begins with a blank canvas. The paint and the brush strokes start changing the meaning of canvas, and hands create a uniquely a different piece. He finds peace in creating canvas paintings. He do paintings in oil and try to capture beauty of nature. He participated in art exhibitions like We Are Alone But Together, organized by ArtSmiley, and Resilience, Hope After Unlock, held by Navras Online Art Gallery in 2020 and 2021. Mr. Ajit, it's always pleasure to welcome you here, into our source. And once again, it's a great honor to invite you, and doing your profession full time and carrying your hobby. It's a great thing. And as I see, your works have been a lot more matured as you're been showcasing for a little time. And it'll be great again to introduce you here, Ajit. And please take the stage and say a few words about yourself and your artwork you're going to showcase at Old Art Dubai.
Good afternoon, Mr. Luth. Really appreciate for giving me another opportunity. Yes, because you've been following me for a long time now, and I think I can find some changes in my process of painting. As you introduced myself, I'm a pediatrician, and I'm full-time pediatrician. And, this work started just like a hobby for me for now. It's around 2 years now. We started with the sketching on the iPad Pro when I purchased it in the beginning, and I started sketching some landscape and some portraits, and then that's how when I came across some videos where I was browsing the ideas for the iPad Pro to sketch and to paint, do some landscape, and then I got some YouTube videos of some artists, and that's how my journey started with the canvas. I started with the acrylic, and now I'm just doing only in the oil paintings. We have been together for a long time now. We have been participating in almost every exhibition you organize. Just skipped in between a few. This was a big platform, but I did not feel I have something to really put into this World Art Dubai exhibition until I came up with this, which I finished, I think 3 days back or 3 or 4 days back, and same day I send a message to you that I want to participate, and you've given me another opportunity because I know there's a lot of competition is there, and space availability is also a big problem. But until I come out with this, I was not confident enough to give anything for this kind of exhibition at this level. I didn't do mountain for a long time, so and I think last month there was Mahashivratri, and I was getting so many pictures on somebody's status, and somebody's sending pictures for the wishes, and Mahashivratri wishes will not be there with the pictures of the mountains, Himalaya, and this thing. So the idea started that time, and then I started collecting some reference pictures, and I came across few, and then I combined them and came up with this, which is a sky, and majority middle ground and the foreground is occupied with the mountains, and basically the part I like this one because this is a skiing track, and the way they say in the skiing, that unless you fall, you will not learn. And I experienced all those the same thing in my so-called short-term career in this field. I failed miserably, but I didn't give up. I kept doing it. If I turn my camera, all previous paintings which I like, this is my book. If I can show, this is my so-called my own written book of mistakes I did in the paintings. And I'm now, I think I'm started keeping more patience. I'm not trying in a hurry to finish the paintings. I keep patience. I wait until the layer dry, and learning through so many great artists over there, and the way they teach. So I am presenting only this one this time. This is on 60 by 90 centimeter deep page canvas. Basically, somebody shared the status, and in that status it was written that not all those who wanders are lost. I am somebody like this in the field of art, but I think tried to not get lost in this field. And I'm just wondering still in my career as a art. I don't know should I call it as a career or not, because I'm still whatever I could project myself is through you only as of now. And I really appreciate and I will keep doing it. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ajit. As you said, the patience and the persistence keep continuously doing the work. And I'm sure it may not be a today full-time profession. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow it can be. So, keep doing the good work. And it's again, as I see, every time I see work, I stand and see the improvements you're bringing into your work. It's very, very realistic. Beautiful. You're doing the job. So please continue doing. And we want to see you more and more with ArtSmiley and through all our exhibitions as well. Vikash, I'm just not asking you, but you can jump in anything if you want to share any moment in time, Vikash. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's go to our next artist who is going to participate in World Art Dubai 2021. So as Miss Manjula Kaimal, Manjula is an artist with interest in contemporary modern art with a fusion of traditional Indian art forms as well. She usually works with acrylic on canvas, but also dabble with other mediums like watercolors, color pencils, charcoal, and mixed media as well. She had been actively a part of various group physical exhibitions in Dubai since 2017 and numerous virtual exhibitions in 2021 and 2021. Art for her is a passion and therapy. It is what she feels looking at a palette of colors and to be able to bring that feeling out onto her style of works on the canvas. She gets the same joy when she works with a palette of colors that a child gets with a new toy. I absolutely agree. If you've been into this industry and one thing a lot of my artists and I see them is the passion and the joy, and that's make them always to produce a good amount of artworks, and it's a great words. Welcome, Ms. Manjula. Talk about yourself and showcase the work you're going to present it in World Art Dubai 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Lourdes. Thank you, Aruna and ArtSmiley, for this wonderful opportunity to be a part of such great show, a renowned show that everybody looks forward to, every artist, looks forward to every year. So last, because of the pandemic, we couldn't have, and we, as artists, we really missed that opportunity last year. Glad that, things are slowly getting back to normal. So thank you for this wonderful opportunity. So like Mr. Lourdes said, for me, it is basically how different materials, how different mediums they work and react with each other. That is what, I like experimenting. And so it's not just the end result that I feel, but the joy and the peace that, comes along when I play with the colors. And along with the anticipation of, what the end result would be. I don't know what it would be. So I take it slowly, piece by piece, and then come to the gradual outcome. So I'll be talking here about the artwork that I'm going to display at Dubai. My first work is called as A Peek into Her Mind. The dimensions are 60 centimeters by 80 centimeters. It is mixed media on oval canvas. Now, here what I'm trying to depict is basically the human mind. So the mind is made up of aggregates like material forms, feelings, perceptions, our sensory consciousness, which arise, and it just arises, passes away. So outwardly, a person might look very happy, but the mind is a constant battlefield of a mixture of emotions. So a human mind is faced with a mix of positive and negative emotions and thoughts every day. It is how we block the creeping negativity with positive thoughts, responsibilities, and duties, along with the constant belief and reinforcement that helps us move forward. So my work here depicts the complexity of a woman's mind, exploring all these facets while juggling between multiple responsibilities every single day in her life and carrying out each one of it very gracefully. So here, if you have seen, I have used things from the day-to-day life, like, buttons and hairpins, ads which says that, okay, she is talented. So she is looking out for a way to, show what she is capable of doing. So her mind is full of these complexities, and the white figures that I've shown are the negative thoughts that are trying to creep up into her mind. But with all these responsibilities and duties, she's trying to block them off. She's not allowing them to creep into her mind. So this is my first artwork. Now the next artwork is the Placidity series. And here I've tried to pass some peace and tranquility, which I have personally felt while creating this series of work called the Placidity series. And I've used cool colors, namely various shades of blue, turquoise, green against a black background. Basically, I've tried to show, the negativity or the troubles in life and all, with a hint of gold around the borders. So this depicts that no matter what a person possesses, it is the peace and the tranquility which is the most prized possession for any human being in troubled times. So that was all about my artwork. And this is 40 by 40 acrylic on canvas. Thank you, ArtSmiley, and hoping to see you all at the World Art Dubai venue at ArtSmiley stand C4 near Hall 2 entrance. You can all visit the stall any day from 7th April to 10th April between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. Thank you so much again, Lourdes and Aruna, for this wonderful opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Manjula. Some wonderful works and beautiful narration. As I also agree that, World Art Dubai is a prestigious event. It happens every year in the region. And with the times of pandemic and difficulties, we're back into art. Actually, we have, yesterday I've been part, we've ArtSmiley been part of the DIFC Art Nights. And also we have been, seeing that Art Dubai is running and it's finishing today. And we are next week, World Art Dubai. So it's a full of jam-packed events are going in Dubai. So it's a great time
Yes.
for art and art industry and artists and art lovers and collectors. So let's all be connect again to next week to see everybody in World Art Dubai as well. So to finish with this, is a beautiful
Thank you
work.
so much.
Yeah, it's a beautiful works, and the first one is really mind-blowing. It's a story of it's a woman or man, everybody going through this, in their lives with so many different things, and I'm really very keen to see this real work. It's very nice. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So we will be introducing our next artist, Mr. Amin ul Haq. He's an Pakistani artist based in Dubai, and he's a self-taught artist who started drawing at an early stage. He received great support from his family to strengthen his passion for art through the early activities and workshops, yearly activities and the workshops. He's been inspired by his attraction toward the culture of his home country, Pakistan, customs, happiness, and suffer, which take him to another level of inspirational creativity. And that is reflecting clearly on his choice and in his works and the selection of the projects he do himself. Mr. Amin, welcome on board with ArtSmiley, and please take the stage to say a few words about yourself and your artworks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. It's me, Amin. I'm super confused because it's my first time to represent the international level, and also to meet new artists and friends. So it's, I think, really hard for me to represent and to present this my work. So maybe everybody will help me.
No need to nervous. It's a very informal call, and it's your time to express yourself and let the world know who you are. So I mean, please free. We're all just
Thank
consider
you.
us we're your team. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Basically, in the student life, I mostly learn about the Islamic calligraphy, and I feel that I'm little good in Islamic calligraphy. But also, I work in the abstract and like the figure out paintings. So the one for every painting, I search to present or to start that painting, and for the first painting which I represent about the seven horses. So when I study about the seven horses or the quality of the horse, so it so this seven horses represent the seven lives, and you can say about the as well as the seven rainbow color. So this symbolic of all um, the facts of life, which mm, okay, the seven horses represent the seven life, and in Hindi we call it about Sat Janam, and there is a strong belief in the Hinduism about seven lives, because hanging a painting of seven Gulabsik horses in your house bring in good luck, prosperity, and auspiciousness, and the main symbol of that defect that horse are the courage and the freedom, and the majestic animal is a being of power and independence, freedom, confidence, and also you can say in competition. So the in the picture you can see that the horses are the in the running. So running horses sacrifice success and you can say also power. So for the horse paintings which I had done, for mostly I like this one, because this is the in this painting there is a strong story and a strong belief. If you deeply think about the you can say it, I'm just little confused.
No, I mean, आप हिंदी में बात करना है तो हिंदी में बात करो, मुश्किल नहीं है. You know, just don't think that you are finding words difficult. आप अपना language में बात करो.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. यही जो मैं बताना चाह रहा था कि जो 7 हॉर्सेस थे इसके बारे में मैंने जब स्टडी किया था, तो इट रिप्रेजेंट कि ये 7 लाइफ 7 जन्म को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. और जो इसका हर एक हॉर्स का एक अपना बिलीफ, अपना एक रेस होता है. जिस तरह एक रेस को, एक हॉर्स को रेस में दौड़ाते हैं, तो इट्स लाइक इन द कंपटीशन, जो एक दूसरे को आगे जाने में जो है ना कोशिश करते हैं कि मैं इसको रेस को कंप्लीट करूं, जो उस तरफ रेस होते हैं. सो आई बिलीव मैंने वहां से हेल्प लिया, और ये पेंटिंग को मैंने कलर में रिप्रेजेंट किया. तो आई थिंक इट्स एनफ. एंड yeah, same this one is also, but this horse represent the it's very popular in the like in Saudi Arabia. जो मिडिल ईस्ट कंट्रीज है, इनके हार्सेस में और यूरोपियन हार्सेस में बड़ा फर्क होता है. जो सऊदी अरेबिया की जो मिडिल ईस्ट हार्सेस होते हैं, ये बहुत जो देखने में बहुत प्यारे होते हैं, और इसका जो फेस का जो शेप होता है ये बहुत पतला होता है. सो दिस ब्यूटी इज जो है ना, ये बाकी हार्सेस और बाकी जो इसकी नस्ल है उससे ज्यादा है. सो ये पेंटिंग मैंने वहां से उन हार्सेस को देख के उसको पेंट किया.
Sure.
Okay, in this horses you can see that is little confusion, बंदे को कंफ्यूज कर देता है. क्योंकि अगर आप देख ले तो ये आपको कभी 3 हार्सेस नजर आएंगे, कभी 4 हार्सेस नजर आएंगे. क्योंकि जो एक पीछे वाला चौथा हार्स जो है, जो घोड़ा है, वो शो नहीं होता. उसको अगर आप डीपली देखते हैं तो फिर आपको समझ आता है कि इसमें ये 3 नहीं है बल्कि 4 है.
Yeah.
तो इस कंफ्यूजन में इसको मैंने इस बंदे को जो मतलब कि एक पेंडिंग होती है जिसमें एक स्टोरी होती है, तो इन हॉर्सेस में जो बंदे को अगर एक दफा आप इसको देखते हैं तो इस रेंडमली आप देखते हैं ठीक है ये 3 हॉर्सेस है, जो ना अगर आपको फिर इसको डीपली देखते हैं तो ये 3 नहीं है बल्कि 4 है।
Absolutely, yeah.
या सेम दिस वन इज आल्सो, ये इसका जो कलर स्कीम है वो जो बाकी 3 हॉर्सेस है उससे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है, और ये भी मिडिल ईस्ट हॉर्सेस को जो है ना उसको रिप्रेजेंट करता है जो मोस्टली अरेबिक में आता है। और इट्स ए लैंडस्केप, ये भी नेचर को रिप्रेजेंट करता है, और वही इसको जो जिस तरह एक ब्यूटी होती है नेचर, बंदा उसको देखने के लिए बेताब होता है, जिस तरह कलरफुल होता है बटरफ्लाईज फ्लावर जो वो उसको मैंने एक कैनवस पे जो है ना पेंट किया हुआ है। ओके, अल रहमान, it's Arabic name from the mostly take with the Quran, और इस अरेबिक कैलीग्राफी में मोस्टली जो बहुत कीमती जो बहुत एक होता है जो उस पे बंदे को बहुत फोकस करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि एवरी वर्ड की एक अलग मीनिंग होती है जिसमें मिस्टेक की कोई जो है ना गुंजाइश नहीं रहती। So Al-Rahman is a beautiful word from the beautiful with beautiful meaning, और जिसको बैकग्राउंड में आप देखें तो इसको बहुत खूबसूरत तरीके से मैंने इसको पीछे जो एक बंदे को अंदाजा हो जाता है कि ये जो ना बहुत खूबसूरत नाम है। ओके, कुन मौला, इसकी एक्चुअल मीनिंग है कि everyone on the earth will die, the perish. So जिस तरह इसकी मीनिंग बहुत तकलीफ दे है, इस तरह इसका बैकग्राउंड भी देख लें तो इसका बैकग्राउंड भी इस तरह है कि आपको फील करता है कि ये जो ना जिस तरह कुन मौला का मतलब कि ये दुनिया खत्म होने वाली है, हमने हर सब मुसलमान जो भी है इस दुनिया में उसने एक दफा मरना है, तो इसकी वो उधर से मैंने ये इसको पेंट किया हुआ है। ओके, वल ज़िक्रुल्लाहुल अकबर, and this is the also from the Quran that we have to pray for God. Okay, and Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Kul huwallahu ahad. So the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is also from the Quran. It's meaning that he's the only Allah, gorgeous, and Kul huwallahu ahad mean is there is no one but God. Okay, Kul man alayha fan. So Kul man alayha fan is also is in that everyone on earth perishes, all death remains in the face of your Lord, honor, majesty and honors. So it's all from the Quran. Okay, Allah Ahmad Muhammad Rasulullah. So it's the beautiful name of our last prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Okay, just some beautiful works, and I would like to translate some of the stuff. A lot of the words are taken from Quran and put it into an art form, and it's done beautifully done by me. And if you look at the horses, each one, and especially the first one, the 7 horses, it's like in traditions of the Asian, they believe that every human being has 7 lives. So the 7 horses represents the 7 lives, and it's also talk about the competition and the force behind it. The every aspects in the 7 horses is trying to portray a story, and it was beautifully done. And then the different horses, he made it, with a different ideology in it, one from Saudi and different, it's a different way he done it, and some beautiful work, and amazing to see that. I've seen many of the horses, regularly from the art form, but the first one, what he shown, the 7 horses, has something in it, to really to show, stand out from the crowd. What he showcased quite a number of works, but that's the one beauty. Okay, so thank you, Amin Ul Haq. It's a pleasure, representing you at World Art Dubai, and inshallah, and with all God's grace, we will keep working again and again, and we showcase your works. Thank you. So we'll be now talking to showcasing our next artist.
I think Mr. Vikash is going to say something.
Yeah, Vikash, you want to say? Yeah.
Yes, so thank you for sharing this wonderful work. So I have not seen such like a diverse like practice by one artist, a young artist. Like he has been doing the landscape, the natural landscape, the floral landscape, which we have seen, and such a precise calligraphy-based works, which in sync with the composition. So each of the work which where you see the calligraphy is very in sync with the composition which he creates with the color and the forms which in this. And as you talked about the first, which is really marvelous work, which is actually represent the beliefs of how artists is like he actually believes in different like borders, regions, and moving beyond the borders kind of, and how he understands and learns the minute beliefs practiced in the other religions.
Exactly.
So and how he learned this Sadhjan, the 7 lives of the Hindu people believe in that, and how he has portrayed through these horses. And horses are very nicely composed horses. You can see that kind of robustness in the musculature. So a deep study, like many people do a decade study or maybe 5-7 years study onto the horses to reach to that level. So which I have seen in his work. So really interesting. And even in the previous artist also showcasing today, whether it's Manjula's works or Renata or Ajit Gadekar. So the people you have chosen and the people who are representing there, so they have a different kind of diverse personalities. Like when you see the work, they are trying to create their own idiom through their work. Even for the Ajit Gadekar work, so I hope you have noticed that I've been noticing from last few exhibitions whenever I have seen his work. So he actually creates his own landscape. So it's not a photographic landscape which you see and artists try to copy and portray. So like you see in any of the landscape, you won't see any human figure or any kind of birds or anything that. It's own like very serene kind of landscape he creates. He actually wants to create that kind of zone through his work, that it's a very pure kind of form.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Vikash, I mean, these works are, I mean, I would say they're young, but they're showcasing some beautiful, really works. The guy, Amin Ul Haq is amazing. The colors he used, and with the Quran or with the horses, he's shown a lot of maturity in his work. And yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Vikash, for your words. Thank you. So now we'll be introducing Ms. Dina Al-Barki. She's a Palestinian artist living in United Arab Emirates. She's a self-taught artist inspired by everything related to beauty and a passion for arts. She worked with different art mediums, including watercolors, acrylics, pastels, coloring pencils, and resin. She started creating abstract fluid art, which led her to resin art. She's mostly interested in plastic art and resin art. She participated in International Art Gallery in Italy in 2020. She had a passion for what she does, and she tried to deliver messages with the beauty of art and creativity to those who are interested in art purpose. Ms. Dina, welcome again to ArtSmiley, and
hello everyone.
We have pleasure showcasing you World Art Dubai. So please have a stage with you to talk about few words and showcase your work.
Thank you.
Hello.
First of all, hello everyone, how are you? It's a great opportunity that ArtSmiley give us today. I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit, then I will talk about my paintings. I'm not so good at that, but I will try. I'm better with the brush colors. So I'm a Palestinian artist that lives here for about 11 years. I'm self-taught. I'm in love into art. I'm talented since childhood. I knew I was talented, and I used to practice a lot of stuff, you know, handmaids and painting and stuff. My mother was my first supporter. I stopped for, let's say, many years, but I'm back like 2 years ago, and I'm pushing myself too much to improve myself better. And you can say I'm taking it more serious now. So it's a continuous work. I like to work with portraits. I like painting, you know, details. I like to work with details. I like also fluid art, including the acrylics, fluids, and the resin art. I combined the fluid art with one of my paintings I will show now. And I tried to, it's mostly about women. So my artwork this time, representing their strengths, their dreams, the big and the huge energy of women, that a woman can be everything, like doing everything at one time. So I'm doing my best to show this. I'm trying to combine the abstract with the realistic art in, you know, in portraits. I think I will start talking about it now. This one here, I call it the icon. It's the personality or character I painted here. She's real. I chose to paint her because she's really inspiring. I love her energy. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's a business owner. She's beautiful too. She does all that at once. So icon means that she's the superhero in every woman of us, I think. No, I don't think it's for sure. I added some lines here to give the, you know, abstract background. I think I'm obsessed with gold. You will see gold a lot. With lines here representing those moments of success, those moments of achievement, those moments of glory. Maybe you can see it here, you know, and that's mostly it. So she's the mother, she's the wife, she's the business owner, she's an inspiring character. That's all in one. That's why I call it the icon. I think you can see what I mean here. My second one will be Euphoria. I don't know if you can see it well here. I believe this is my favorite here. I call it Euphoria. Euphoria means that moment of happiness, and I don't know how to say it in words. You know, when you are on your own and you are feeling so fresh, so high because of happiness, and you are in peace in your own world. I made the background here in black and gold. The black represents the you know, those hard moments we go through, those hard times that we go through alone or even with others. But it's covered then with gold again. It means or represents that you know, after all that hard time, or after the times when we are down or depressed, there's a golden moments of this happiness, or the feeling of achievement, or reaching our goals. So it's mostly representing like I think it's into every one of us, not only women, when we are going through our journey in this life and reaching our goals or achieving things that we want, or bringing our dreams into reality. That's why I call it Euphoria. My first artwork, it's done in fluid art too. It's I call it the anonymous happiness giver. You can see that I didn't show the face. That's why I call it anonymous. This is the vision of those people in the life of each one of us, who's holding flowers here represent the positivity and this good vibes they bring us. And when we are down, maybe they bring us, you know, they make us better. They make us feel better. They hold to us like whatever it is. It's whatever it's when it's a times or a good time. I used here. I like colorful artwork. I like always to bring positive ideas or to encourage people to something or remind them of those beautiful and good things that we have in our lives. So I always use colorful shades, and you can see here. This is done with fluid art, with acrylics. Actually, it's all acrylics. It's 80 by 80. I didn't go for so many details here because I wanted to make it, you know, as simple as it could be. I think it delivers my message here. And yeah, I didn't show the face for, you know, because it's anonymous, and those people that we all have, they need to be appreciated. We need to be thankful. We are thankful actually to them, and let's say they deserve to be known more, and they deserve to be noticed. But they just want to bring you these good vibes, or they are there for you, you know. That's what I tried to deliver here.
Okay. Thank you, Dina, and you know, wonderful story on each of the work and how you portray the women.
I tried to explain as much as I can.
I mean, you've done a good job, Dina. So you know, you well portrayed what women go through and how she will be, you know, in different roles in each of the work, and we all need good vibes. So it's a great way you narrated, and the nice works, and you know, again.
I told you I'm better with the brush and colors. I'm not so good at explaining.
Yeah. So, best work.
Yes. I was told, you know, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to work all the time so to get myself improved better. I have a friend artist. She said that comparing when I started, actually I started working more when the pandemic started. So I've been focusing on my art since then. She thinks I'm developing quickly. So maybe working hard will bring the best of our talents, or the best that we can give. So I hope that,
yeah, I mean, keep practicing, and I can see the improvement since what you're presenting last time now, and you know, there's a lot of improvement, and it's again the storytelling is very important, and that's also,
you know, yes, of course. I'm working on, you know, more than one thing. I'm doing realistic, I'm doing abstract, you know, including grays in art and nature. I like to combine the nature elements with the realistic and the other elements together. They say that you should focus only on one type. I think I can work well or bring something different when I'm combining all these together. Let's see what come out.
Yeah, definitely. You know, definitely keep practicing, and I'm sure you will settle with something more you like. You know, it can, you know, an artwork can be done in different forms or combine them as well. So, yeah, so keep practicing, and thanks again for being with us this evening.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure showcasing your artworks in World Art Dubai.
Thank you. Thank you. It was my pleasure to be with you this year.
Sure,
Inshallah.
thank you. Thank you, Dina. That is Dina. Now we'll be introducing Miss Asma Nauman. She's a born artist, and she used to love nature, always mesmerizing with the different weathers, loving the colors of autumn, the silent winters, and the brightness of summers. Taking inspiration from nature was in her soul, the depth of ocean and non-ending skies, feeling of raindrops, the texture of snowflakes, and the stars beyond the sky were her childhood friends. As she grew older, her love for nature increases limitlessly. A self-taught artist who has developed the expertise through unending experiences and challenges of life, and that can be clearly seen in the artworks. Ms. Asma, please take the stage and talk about yourself and your artworks which you are going to showcase at WAD 2021. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, all the beautiful people. I'm so lucky to be the part of here. I mean, around so many lovely people. Thank you so much. And I'm lucky to have this opportunity that I'm participating this time in World Art Dubai through ArtSmiley. Thank you so much. My introduction, Mr. Lud already told everything, so I don't think I can tell anything else about myself. I've been noticing all the artists, the artist's language is, the art, the paints. They're very short of words, the artists are so much, they're so sensitive and they're so introvert that they hardly use the words to express their self. And, it's really difficult to use words, to explain your work, because they use the art language, the paint. But I'll try my best, to explain my work as well. Okay, as Mr. Lord said, I'm a self-taught artist, and I always love to play with colors, and I use colors to, to show the world, to show how I see the world, to show how I see different things, different situation, the ups and downs of life. So, I feel much satisfied by using paints and colors to depict depict what I feel about this universe. And yes, the inspiration I have is nature. I always been in love with nature, because the nature has so many things in itself. The mother nature, the oceans, the mountains, the glaciers, the skies, the endless skies, the stars beyond stars. I love nature, and that's my inspiration. And the stars were always my childhood friend. So you can see all these things in my paintings as well. Okay, let me start off with this first painting. This is called Fall in Love. You can see all the colors of fall here. I have used much contrasting colors here. I work like fearless. I don't want to fear myself. Like when you're talking someone, like I'm here and presenting myself, I have a fear inside me. But when I'm working, when I'm using this language, I don't have any fear. I work fearless. So this is Fall in Love. Each leaf of an autumn has their own story. I mean, they have been gone through all the seasons throughout the year. The harshness, the toughness they have seen. Only then they have the beautiful colors of autumn to fall in love. I'll be not very descriptive about my paintings. I'll be very short and precise. I'll come to this one later on. I'll come to this one first. This is called Bed of Roses. I should come in the picture. Okay, this is called Bed of Roses. Life is not a bed of roses. We all know this. Oops, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Life is not bed of roses that you can see just now. It all, surrounded by a lot of difficulties, challenges, and lots of hurdles. But every human being is surrounded by a lot of happiness, lot of blessings, lot of joy, relations, success, happiness, so many things around. Even though you're having a bad phase, or you're down, or you're struggling through your life, but there's so many good things, there are so many positive things, there are so many blessings around you that you can count on and continue your life. These, each rose, each color, you can see there's so many roses I have shown here. Each rose is depicting each blessing of your life, like love, relationship, your kids, your success, your money, your health. These are so many things that we don't even think about. We take these things for granted when we are down. We should have to have a balance, like there's a balance in day and night, like there's a balance, in the sky between the stars, like there's a balance in the ocean, like there's a balance in, the lakes, the waves, like there's a balance between the mountains. So we have to have a balance in our life as well. We don't need to just ponder about certain one thing that we are having this in our this particular problem in our life. No, we have to think about all the blessings besides what we are going through. Then and only then we can have a stable life, a happy life, a balanced life. My third painting, I basically use all the medium to work, like oil paints, acrylics, and oil pastels, watercolors. I work on that, but mostly I work on oil paints because I find it very satisfying to work with oil paints. And in this exhibition, I have only focused on oil on canvas. Okay, this is my latest painting. It's still a little wet. I'm hoping it to get dried soon, so that I can put it on 6. Okay, the name of this painting is Rise and Shine. You can see, what I'm particular about my work is I want to have life in my painting. I need to have some kind of action, some type of movement. I don't want a dead painting, that has nothing in it, no action, no happening. I wanted something, just like my life, just like I've been gone through, just like I think I cannot sit idle. I've been like happening something, doing this and that. That's how I depict in my paintings as well. So this is my painting. You can see the ocean waves, they're so killing. If you can see the depth of this ocean and the deadly waves, so hungry waves, they are trying to eat this ship. They are stormy waves, the colors, the rich colors, the surf, the embossed. I've tried to use the embossed texture of paint, so that it can have that killing effect, that it's going to kill this ship. But I have made this ship a hero. This ship, it's so much struggling. It's so much struggling through the hardship of these waves. Sometimes it happens in a life as well. There's so much killing situation comes into your life, and you're only hero, you're the real hero only when you survive out of those waves, out of those killing situation, and only then you can rise and shine. And I've shown that, the rise and shine effect through the golden color on this ship. And you can see the rays of hope behind, if you can see, yeah, behind the ship and behind these clouds, there's a rays of hope. The sun is shining. If you can survive those, if you struggle, if you survive these waves, there is a hope behind, which can become a sunlight very soon. And you can see the dark and black clouds are fading away. They are not here for, you can see a movement in the clouds as well. They are fading away. They are going back. And soon the sun will rise with its complete shine. So, I really love the fact about this painting is it has a lot of action, lot of, lot of quarrel, or you can say a war going on between right and bad and good, and ultimately the positive, the good. If you struggle hard, you will survive, you will rise, and you will shine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's I can see a lot of passion. It's coming out from your heart. I think it's just a wonderful way of expressing your works, and beautifully. You express yourself, Asma, and some
Thank
wonderful
you.
work. And it's having done a good job about telling that story in such a way, and such a perfectly coming out from your heart. So, that I can see the expressions, I can see your feelings. It's great, great to watch. Whether all the roses, it is this natural work, and this is your hero, yeah, fighting from all the bad and good, and come out, as completely peace. So it's well narrated, and nice works. And I think I'm seeing you first time with ArtSmiley. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe, but anyway,
Yes.
yeah, it's great to see you here. Welcome on board, and hopefully we'll have a success together, and we'll have a great time in World of Dubai as well.
Definitely, inshallah. One more thing I would like to add, which Ms. Aruna told me to add necessarily, that I would like to invite all the people, please do come for the exhibition. We are waiting for you from 7 till 10th. Please do come at World Art Dubai, ArtSmiley stand, CO4, entrance hall 2. Please do come, we are waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Asma, and all our listeners. If you want to listen to the fantastic stories of our artists, please be visitors. It's a good, and really I'm enjoyed watching Asma. The way earlier artists and Asma, every one of them, their stories are amazing, and you guys will be amazed. Please visit our stand C04. Okay, so let's move on to the next artist. Thank you, Asma.
Thank you. Take care, man.
So now we're introducing Ms. Raisa Mariam Rajan, and she's an artist. She expresses her thoughts through paintings that can communicate both to her and others about the beauty that exists in nature, which at times we neglect to enjoy. She preferred to capture the image and express through colorful strokes with sustainable products. She engrossed in creating space and distance that feels like the familiar world around us, but it's ambiguous and general. The medium she worked with are acrylic paint, resins, and alcohol ink, charcoal, acrylic pouring paint, texture painting on canvas, wood ink, paper, glass, furniture, tiles, clay, etc. Being an architect, she looked forward to implement the artworks to enhance the space designed for clients. Welcome on board, Ms. Raisa, and please take the stage and talk about your artworks and your participation in World Art Dubai 2021.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Luth, for giving me this wonderful opportunity and your kind words of introduction. So my name is Raisa. I'm an architect by profession, and I'm born and brought up here in Dubai. Yes, I would like to definitely take this opportunity to thank Ms. Aruna for she's the one who, during this pandemic, because I had lost touch with this art for some time, like with my work life, mother life, everything. Yes, I had lost the touch, and I think as per their mission, they have succeeded in it, bringing out the new artist in me back again with my passion. Yes, and I would like to let's start off with my paintings. So the first painting is the Serene Beach. The Serene Beach, I have created this art piece with alcohol ink, and it's on alcohol ink paper, definitely. And I've used mainly many different shades of colors with gradations, and it's an abstract painting which gives a beach effect. The reason why I've given uh, the indigo in the top is because I want to give, for a spectator who sees the painting, they should feel that, indigo means there are two different, you look from two different sides of the angle, you will see different, it's a double shade color. So as we all know, we all have life which is having ups and downs. Like, if there is a sad moment, there is a happy moment. So basically, for everything, our emotions, that indigo color represents the emotions of a human being. And the down part, which I've given as the orange, is showing the shore. And that through the orange, I want to give a serene feeling, when they see it. Like, it should, the orange and the indigo in the middle, I've given the mid blue to give that calmness, that, even if there is a serene life, even if there is a double shade life, our life in between, there is a mid tone which none of us realizes it. And we all tend to move on with either the shore or the deep sea life. So that's about my serene beach. And then I would like to talk about my textured painting beach. My textured painting beach, I have used purely, I've used the pure sand, which I've collected from the beach itself, and the shells and the small stones. I have created this texture to give the spectators a feeling that, they, sometimes we all are so busy with our own life that, we run away from the nature. So I somehow felt like, this nature feeling that with the texture can be seen through my spectator. And yes, that's the depth that you see in the sea. Each color, that depth, and the turquoise, the white, the calmness, and the way that hits the shore with the light. It's like reflecting our life, what we all have. Next is the sakura tree. Sakura tree is, as you all know, sakura means, it's a Japanese tree, a cherry blossom tree. I Okay. So in the sakura tree, maybe, in abstract one look, it'll be like, one simple tree. But let's connect it to our own human life. Okay. Let's take our generations from our grandfathers to our young children. So this deep color where you see, it's the childhood where we all are so colorful. We forget what's around, no trouble, nothing. We are just running around with, toys. You get a toy, you give a child a toy, they'll be happy with a toy. You give them a small ice cream, that'll be happy. So, that brightness of life is so eminent in our life. But when it comes to the outer layer of the tree, that's becoming light, which means the old age, where you're dependent at times, you look forward for your children, it should be connecting with you. You can connect it with the generations. So that's about the sakura tree. And I've tried to create the sustainable product, this material. Then here comes the Hope probe in the rusty iron planet. I have tried to create this with the fluid art effect. Uh, this painting has totally influenced me with the Hop probe. Uh, Basically, I have dedicated this painting to the UAE, all the human beings who have taken us from this generation, like, showing us that, now the coming up new gen, they don't, this life is not really restricting in Earth. We can look forward for in another planet. Maybe, one of the World Art Dubai can be in another planet also. Thank you.
Thank you, Raisa. And, we've seen you from the art classes to here your, putting your artwork, so bringing back your work and, waking up your passion and keep moving again, showcasing this work at the World Art Dubai. It's a great journey. And, we really want you to be successful and, and continue this passion. Some good work being produced. And Vikas, do you have anything to say? We've seen a quick journey of her, coming into the classes and bringing up and, again, strengthen her skills and moving forward. So it's a great.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that the current work on the screen. So it's like how artists uses the mixed media. So trying to connect actually give the real feel of the work, like using those sand and the found materials, found objects to create that kind of impression, not only into the virtual thing, it's a realistic kind of feeling, which actually artists want to create, what he imagines or what he or she imagines and wants to create the same. And the best thing is the optimism, how artist or creative person works on the optimism. In the previous works of Asma's also, and you see, so how optimistic she is, like everybody, every person in the earth has some kind of like good and bad things happening all the time. But how you move ahead with the optimism. And the best thing about the creative person in all the artists, you will see that how they create the narratives around one work. For each of the work, they create their whole lot of stories behind that, and every emotions and all their sensory organs and everything like plays with that work, and then come forward with a one canvas or one artwork, and then try to find their like soul searching journey through that canvas. And also they expect that viewers can also relate with that work in that same fashion. And we as an art, like if I say I'm a writer, so we have like limited words to express. So this like words when are read through, then only people will understand. But you guys, the artists, have more power to than the words. You have the visual expression, you create every kind of emotions and words together and visualize that, and then put it through on the canvas or paper or any kind of material. So you have more power than us. So that's what when Asma started speaking the last, so she will speak little less, and she doesn't like say a dearth of words. And when she goes into her works describing those, even in your works, when you guys start describing your works, then you like don't fall short of your words, because there are a lot of stories and emotions behind that work, a lot of things to tell and portray through that works. There are messages like you want to give it to the world, that this is what we have been doing through this creative process. We are like we have extra power than the other common people on the earth. So more power to all of you.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I agree, Vikash. They say they're short of words, and the beautifully as they go into that, the passion, emotions mixed up and coming up automatically things. The beautifully, all of the artists today, they're doing a fantastic job. So thanks, Raisa, for showcasing some wonderful work, and hope we see great improvements in your skill and be more success.
Thank you.
So this is all Raisa's works. Now we will talk about Ms. Fatima Mohsin. She's a self-taught Egyptian artist, practiced and worked in her father's art gallery in variety of art mediums. Passionate about different types of arts, especially traditional ones like Arabic calligraphy and Islamic geometric designs, as well as a modern art such as abstract art, freehand drawing, and free fonts design. She is using a ballpoint pen, pencil, ink, oil, acrylic, and watercolors, liquid acrylic, modeling paste, and gold leaf in her artworks. She has more than 10 years of experience in the field of freelancing artwork and the design. Participated with many art galleries in both in Egypt and UAE, and presented various art workshops for children and adults. So Fatima is not here, but we will be showcasing her artworks just in the Zoom, and also will be, showcasing at the World Art Dubai 2021. So these are some of the Fatima's work. It should have been good if she come in explaining her works, because this also involves the calligraphy and a mix of the things. So it's very hard for me to explain anything. So yeah, this is some interesting work from her.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Vikas, do you want to say anything? Can you explain a little bit about them?
So I can't see that much of calligraphy, like it's not too much visible, but the composition, composition I can see how like the circular composition and the color which she uses, brilliant kind of. But I can't see the lower part of the calligraphy and how it's like precise it is. So which was much visible in the Amin's works, in the earlier work.
Yeah. It's kind of fluid artworks mixed with different style.
Fluid artwork mixed with little calligraphy. She put small words of calligraphy in it. Yeah. These two works.
Sure. Okay, these are the two works she's showcasing at World Art Dubai 2021.
Yeah.
So now we move to our next artist. This is Ms. Rasmina Abdul Karim. She grown up in Dubai and spent most of her life here. And Rasmina is an entrant to the artist communities, and she been practiced art, from her childhood. It wasn't until 2020 global pandemic and lockdown that she followed her passion in earnest and found actual contentment with art. Colors speak to her more than words, and this is the inspiration behind her works. She often lets her emotional self dictate the temperament for her artworks. They sometimes encompasses a color palette of screaming vibrancy, or other times of somber and subtle hues. Ms. Rasmina is also not here, but we showcase her artworks this evening. So, yeah. So this is again, I think it's a fluid artwork. Showcasing the nature. Yeah, go on, Aruna. You want to say something?
The only work she's exhibiting. Yeah.
She's the only one work she's exhibiting. Okay.
What's the medium of this one?
Sorry.
What's the medium of that work?
Fluid painting, acrylic.
Acrylic fluids. Okay.
Yeah. And texture also, she used some texture.
Yeah, wonderful.
So as you can see that we have 15 artists, and it's wonderful to showcase and give opportunities to everyone, and also different styles. So they are not all of them are the same or in a similar, but it's always gives a different ambience and different ways where how we bring artists and showcase to the world. Okay, so this is our next artist, Alexandra Cornell Lacoste. And she's also not here, but we will showcase her artwork. She's been working with the last few exhibitions with ArtSmiley. So she's after a short career in investment banking. She started her artistic journey in London 18 years ago. So studying analog photography through a series of short courses at Central St. Martin's. She had 2 solo and joint shows at the Chelsea Gallery in 2004 and Holland Park's Art Gallery 2005, while winning or being shortlisted for several photography prizes, including Garden Photographer of the Year, Writers and Travel Photography, Ben Uri Museum, and Pink Lady Food Photography. She has exhibited at the Dubai International Art Center and in D3, Dubai Design District, with the Artesia Gallery. She's interested in architecture and the use of art in interior design. Okay, she's also, as I said, not here this evening, and she's showcasing a few of her works. Do you have any details or know about these works and what are the mediums and any information?
Yeah, these are oil paintings and a series of works. I think she did research on the colors also before using these colors, and did these abstract works in series. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, these are some of the works of her been displaying, showcasing in World of Dubai next week. Okay. Kay will be talking about Minika. Yes, Kay. Minika is a self-taught artist based in Middle East. During her school days, she was noticed for her extraordinary paintings that set her apart from her fellow mates. Her abstract painting depict optimism, steering the viewer towards an era of imagery, speaking volumes. These paintings created are a reflection not only of herself, but of her various experiences of life, reflecting a wide array of emotions and thoughts, connecting its viewers to some part of themselves. She works with both oil and acrylic mediums, stating that sometimes the challenge exists in exceeding boundaries, thus obtaining a newer and higher level. So Minika been working with ArtSmiley for a long time, and she has some beautiful artworks. She always been showcased with us. So these are some of her works she will be, exhibiting at World Art Dubai 2021.
Yeah, this is the only work she's exhibiting, abstract work, acrylic painting.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Next one, we will be showcasing Miss Rakshanda Zabin. Rakshanda Zabin, born in Kolkata. She's an emerging artist from UK residing in Dubai for the last 8 years. After coming to Dubai, she left her career in teaching to pursue her passion for creativity through painting. Rakshanda's love for nature is obvious in her work. She uses acrylic and mixed media to create abstract and impressionistic paintings. She believes in creating art that tells a story between its layers of interesting patterns and hues that anyone can relate to. So this evening, Rakshanda is also not here, but we're having a few of her works will be showcasing this evening and also at World Art Dubai 2021. Yeah, this is Rakshanda's works. We've been, I think, exhibited at DoubleTree by Hilton as well in the past.
Yeah, we exhibited her works, few of her works.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, some beautiful, works, and there's a lot of story she explained in our last events about this particular the door and around the, how it is being showcased. Okay, so another wonderful work. I think she's going to display quite a few of different styles with the same. All of them are, what is the mediums being used for these paintings?
I think acrylic medium.
All of them are acrylic medium. All right. Okay, so we'll be going to another artist, Maithili Iyengar. Maithili, she's an abstract and folk art painter, creating art that infuses happiness, calmness, and soulfulness into the world. Maithili Iyengar is an Indian artist living in Dubai. She creates Indian folk art, mixed media abstracts on canvas and paper. Both the styles are opposite of each other, and she enjoys the exchange of energy flow and ideas equally when working on folk art or abstracts. Her paintings take inspiration from her love for color and nature, experimenting with different tools, textures, metallic leafing, and mixed media to exude depth and interest, which allows for surprises that not only delights her, but is also rewarding and liberating. Yeah, this is about Maithili. She is showcasing few of her works. She's also not here this evening to talk about her works. This is a traditional folk art and mixed with different forms. I think she's very traditional work.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Vikas know more about it.
Yeah, so this is a like folk art from the Madhubani region, the
Madhubani
Mithila
style,
region.
yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of like objects and characters from those like regions. So it's very auspicious, people say. So there are a lot of like mythological references have been taken. It's like more of from the Ramayana and Mahabharata stories they take. So and they depict like these parrots or serpents and quelling serpents and what do you say, tortoise, fishes. So all these things they represent. These are auspicious terms and they bring so much like wealth and joy and prosperity in the community. So it has been practiced, as all of you know, it started being practiced by the women of the region. And now they have like actually being represented along with the contemporary artworks across like not only India, across world. So they have been being showcased at museums along with the contemporary art of the current times. So it's like very, very wonderful. Like I feel happy looking at these works and being represented these works as such like a platform, like in the World Art Dubai or such a platform. So how these art forms have traversed a journey from being on the wall painting. Like initially they used to paint on wall itself in the mud houses. So how the journey has like 30, 40 years now they have come from that mud wall to the white wall of the like global art map. So very interesting.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's a great journey. Holding these techniques and the culture, bringing into continuing to the next generations. It's a wonderful work artists are doing and showcasing the culture and the heritage of India, especially with these artworks came from. So thank you. I think if it should have been very good if the artists were there even for some time. It would be nice to listening directly from their from their heart. This is how I feel it. But unfortunately, they're not here, so it's fine. Yeah. So our next artist, Kaushal Chowdhury, again, he's been with us for quite a few times now. Many of the exhibitions he's been part of with ArtSmiley representing him. So he's an artist from Mumbai, and he's an art director in the Bollywood Indian cinema. So his theme of his paintings, sculptures, or installation is mainly associated to soul, heart, and mind, which he expresses in abstract and figurative forms. He's a first-class graduate engineer from Bangalore University, a sculptor from Indian Institute of Craft and Design in Jaipur. I think Kaushal is also not here this evening, but this is of his work. And a lot of his work, as he said, it surrounds around,
with
the three forms and the nature. Yeah, exactly. So it's a kind represents everything soul. I mean, there is a lot of meanings how it is and how connectivity of people, or it's the soul, and many aspects, very spiritual also in some extent if you look at some of his works.
Yeah. Do you want to add something, Mr. Vikas, for this work?
Not only this work, I know Kausal's journey for long, so I know him personally. So how artist recalls this kind of creativity, if you are a creative person, it never goes away. So he used to make bridges, like he was a civil engineer and makes roads and bridges across India. So worked, and then he came back to this creative field and doing art direction, and again started painting. And it's like he actually works on this soul connection, the entire cosmos in your soul when you look through this way. So all you can see this work also, it's all whirling things and going into the 1.1 zone where your soul lies. So you can have entire cosmos within yourself, and you look through that spectacle and you will feel the world is good.
Yeah, I mean, something very, very, very underlying meaning, behind his works. Something is amazing to see every time I showcase. But they're all in a kind of same series, style of works I see him in.
Yeah, he called it as We Are All Connected series, something like that. Yeah, connecting series. Okay, next.
Okay, so we go to our next artist. This is Mr. Anirban Seth. Anirban is a first-class graduate, and he has master's degree from Government College of Art and Crafts, Calcutta University, India. So he started painting when he was 16 years and has been doing so until now. Drawing inspiration is reflected in his 19 special awards and 19 solo exhibitions, along with various invited group shows in different galleries all over India and abroad. A man of exceptional creative talent. He's a member of Kolkata Canvas, Bombay Art Society, Guinness World Records, London, UK, Picasso Mio, Florida, USA. I mean, this is second or third time Anirban being part of ArtSmiley. Last time I missed, but his artworks are mesmerized. I have to say that beautiful, works, and I mean, his credentials talk about it, not me. So Anirban, it's a great honor. Welcome you here at ArtSmiley this evening. And we're also going to showcase your artworks at World Art Dubai. It's immense pleasure. Please, talk about a few words about yourself. And you've been a really inspirational for many other artists. So I would love to hear from you and your artworks.
Thank you so much. My name is Anirban Seth. I am from Calcutta, India, practicing artist. Maintaining all the special features of a painting on canvas, I prefer to use the medium painting on leather and vellum as my means of expression. I am Calcutta-based practicing artist and experimenting with newer and newer techniques. I have been working in this medium quite a long time and have also exhibited my works in different galleries in India and abroad. My exhibits have been highly appreciated among the art critics and media. My subject is do not destroy nature and environment. this is my new series of painting. Here I promote animal rights, voicing environmental concern. Some plunderer of nature had been destroying our environment till today. We must need to concern and protect our environment. I would like to see you some of my paintings like this. This one. Light is not. This is a totally different medium on leather. This is a piece of sheep leather. Tanning process is some different tanning is there, like comb tanning, aldehyde tanning, synthetic tanning, vegetable tanning. I used to prefer VT leather, means vegetable tanned leather. This also a leather piece, and this is a full leather with its fur with leather, untitled piece.
Okay.
Back side. The lady in bathing time. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anirban. Good to see it's a different medium compared to all the canvases, everything, and doing it in leather. I know I've received some of your works as well here. So it's it's a good something different we're going to showcase, and the way you use to show the art is beautiful. Because maybe you have any comments on this his works, Vikash.
Yeah, no, not comments, but yeah, very curious work. Like the medium he uses, it's not very conventional medium. So I think he's trying to create a own language of using the medium. So leather is not so easy to handle. So even if the procurement is the problem, and he used the VT one, so procurement is problem, and also the handling of the leather, like how do you use the colors. So leather smudges on the leather. It's not as a canvas which absorbs, and you like whatever you draw and paint, it will come as it is. But in leather, it smudges. So how do you handle the coloring part of it, and how do you draw? It's very interesting. I have not seen physical work of him, but I have seen him through on the social media. So I think it's very, very nice. Like, and these are the artists who actually like explore different mediums and motivate other younger art generation to explore with those mediums. So they're not only conventional medium you have to use. Very
Generally,
great.
I use batik process and tie and dye process, and
Okay.
also sometimes pen and ink on leather.
Mhm.
Through preparation of leather painting and process of preservation are laborious and time taking also.
You do yourself the all the like tanning process you do, or you get it done?
No, sir. Tanning is on that tannery. I
Okay,
collect
from the
after tanning process.
after tanning. Okay. And the preservation, how do you preserve it from the humidity and all? So is it
Right, sir. I apply some preservative material after
okay?
finish my work, and I give it to them, the tannery men, and
Okay.
they preserve on it in something like machines preservative
Okay.
material.
So
And generally, I
does-
use batik process and tie and dye process. But sometimes I also use acrylic, pen and ink, and other charcoal, any medium. But mainly the occidental effect is coming on batik process and tie and dye process.
okay.
Like another painting I saw all of you. This one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we can see the details.
Mainly batik process is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see that. I mean, the process and everything involves it's harder than managing a canvas with other colors. So I'm sure it's. I mean, I physically seen the works and I'm really impressed with the way they are done. So it's a great pleasure showcasing your work this time at World Art Dubai, and hope to work with you more and more, Anirban. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all.
Yeah, so I think that's the end of all the artists what we are showcasing at World Art Dubai 2021. I would like to again invite all our audience and art collectors, our customers, and our artists, our community, to be follow us, in the World Art Dubai, and I request all of you to be available between 7th April to 10th April during the show. It's all from 1 a.m. to the 9 a.m. I think the 8 hours during the second half of the day. So it will be good to visit us and listen to our artists and their stories and their amazing artworks, and you will see a new beauty and a new way of showcasing different people around in World Art Dubai. Not only our our gallery, please visit all other people who are showcasing there. There are going to be a lot of talented artworks, talented artists, and their artworks will be showcased as well. So looking forward to all of you, and don't forget our booth number ArtSmiley is C04, and it's in hall number 2. We're close to the entrance. Looking forward to see you all and have a great evening and have a nice rest of the weekend as well. Thank you. Thank you all the artists who joined us and we wish you all the best.
Thank you for
and,
this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. We wish you all the best and hope we'll have a great time at World Art Dubai. Thank you, Vikash, for you two joining.
Thank you all.
Everyone, thank you. Looking forward to see you all at World Art Dubai exhibition.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.